Hi, very warm welcome to this video, and I'm going to talk to you about how to get experience as a social media manager. I get asked this question so much, which is completely understandable, and lots of people just want to know what they can do to get experience because they desperately want to become a social media manager and work from home. So stay watching because I'm going to go through all the steps that you can take to get some experience in this industry. So number one, even though you're learning and you're still getting that experience, I would always advise you to charge for your management of social media. If you, for example, were a hairdresser in training and you went to the hairdressers and that trainee did your hair, you'd still have to pay for it. There's no way out. And I don't believe that you shouldn't get paid for something that you do. Social media management is a very sought after role, and people really do need your skills in that area. And if you don't charge them anything, sometimes it comes across as you're not very good or you're not worth it. So I'd always recommend charging your worth, even from the outset. And it's something that I always did when I started out. I never offered my services for free, even though I didn't have experience in social media. I was always learning and I was gaining that knowledge. But when I got my first client, I always charged for them. I never offered my services for free, even for a review or a testimonial. And often it's also about the mindset. So for me, when I started, I just went out there and I believed that I could do it, and I believed that I could offer great value to business owners. So I just went out there, looked for clients, had that mindset that I could do it and I could offer them something very valuable and that I was worth charging them. So I would always advise others to always charge. There is one exception, which I'm going to talk to you a little bit later about when you don't charge, but I would always go out initially with that mindset of always charging for your services and don't give away things for free. So number two, another way that you can try and get some experience is perhaps you are in a full-time job at the moment. So you might be doing a 9-to-5 role, and it might be a company who perhaps doesn't have a marketing team. If they don't, so perhaps it's a smaller business, could you offer to help with their social media and try and get some experience that way and start getting some posts on their platforms and getting some engagement from their audience? It's a great way to learn, and you're already being paid for the job that you do. So actually trying to get that experience in a different area will be good for you, and it will also give value to your current employer. Perhaps they already have a marketing team. Could you do some shadowing of your marketing manager? Could you offer to help perhaps with some of their social media, or just sit next to somebody and buddy up with them, and perhaps they could show you the ropes and what they do on a daily basis? That would be a really good start if you're already employed somewhere and you're looking to become a social media manager. So number three is actually offering your services for free. And I know this might be a bit contradictory to what I previously said for number one, which is which is always charge. But if you do it for, say, a maximum of 1 month and do some social media management for a business owner and ask them for a review afterwards, and then you can use the content that you've created for them in your portfolio, so you can always show your next potential client what you've created. So I don't like saying give your services away for free, because I think that you should always charge your worth, and that you're much more valuable than offering a free service. But it is a way to gain some experience and basically learn on the job while you're going. And if you're only doing it for a month, you're not giving too much away of your time for free, but you're actually learning, and it can be really valuable. But I would always say don't do it any longer than a month, and always ask the business owner for a testimonial, and always ask them if they can use the images that you've created and the services that you've offered as part of your portfolio going forward. So yeah, don't use this option if you can help it. And I'm going to talk about the fourth way in a minute, which might kind of get you out of this option. But if you really are struggling to get some experience, then this is a good way of trying it and getting some credibility and getting a bit of a portfolio behind you, getting some reviews. So the fourth way, and I love this way, is actually just looking in your inner circle. So perhaps you've got a friend that has a business, perhaps you have a family member who owns their own business. Ask them if you can do their social media and charge them for it. So don't offer your services for free, but explain to them that you're seriously starting a business as a social media manager. You're looking for your first client and you want to be able to help them, and say all the things that you can help them with, how you're going to grow their audience, how you're going to get them more leads, more sales, more awareness and more credibility to their business, and they will definitely take you on. And there are so many business owners out there that would leap and jump at this chance, and I'm sure that you know someone within your inner circle that has a business that would really love to have your services and help you out as well. So you'll be gaining experience and you'll be helping them, and then they can feel that they've kind of helped you on your way to becoming a social media manager. And perhaps if your friends or your family don't have a business, but they may know someone that does. So it's a really, really good way of just getting some experience from friends and family. And I'm not suggesting that you find kind of clients in the long term who are friends and family, because I don't think working for your friends and with your friends is necessarily the right way to go, because it can kind of clash going forwards. But I think it's a good way to start and just say to them, I need some experience. Do you mind if I work for you for like 6 weeks, 2 months, and you can give them a price and stuff and see if it works that way. I mean, you may have like a family member or a friend that has a really decent business that is really moving forward and they're growing, and they perhaps need your help because they don't have time to do the social media themselves, or perhaps they don't like doing it, and then you can take that off their hands and they will love you for it. So that is a really good way of learning, is just asking your friends and family. Ask them first before you go out to look for other potential clients that perhaps you don't know. And then the last way to gain some experience and to learn, because knowledge is king, you should be learning all the time. There's so many sources that you can learn off in this industry, because obviously if you just Google how to become a social media manager, or how to work Facebook, how to create a group, how to use hashtags on Instagram, or how to grow your following on Instagram, there's loads and loads of videos out there. There's loads of articles and blogs that can help you. So always learn, always watch videos, always read stuff. But another way is also to join my Facebook group for social media mums, and in there I provide loads of free training, advice. It's a really supportive community and I'd love to have you on board. So the link is in this video below, so hop on there. And if you like this video, then please subscribe, because there'll be lots more free advice on becoming a social media manager, working flexibly from home, and loads of training to be able to do that. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next.